And I'll be honest, I hate the up north. I hate Sandy Shores. I hate Grapeseed. I hate being around there. I hate their liveries, the way their uniform looks. I don't really fit in with, like, that type of K-Kona shotgun truck driving motherfuckers. And I just didn't feel at home. And then I decided to talk to Frank Williams and get a transfer. Back then, we used to have call signs. I mean, you remember, it used to be like Ocean 7 or Alpha 7 or some bullshit like that. So I went from like Alpha 7 to Ocean 7. And I came down to the LSPD. I put on my beautiful new uniform. I put on these beautiful 2 stripes you see on my face. They originated from the LSPD. And that's why I really began my journey on becoming a trooper. Right in the LSPD. So I've always felt like the LSPD is what made me. And it put me through this really try-hard phase where I was fucking destroying everyone. I was being real try-hard, pitting everyone, insta-tasing. You know the usual, the cuffing up. And I believe that's where I really do belong, is being, on top of my game. And then when I joined the troopers, I'll be honest with you, I became very laid back, lazy, got away with a lot of shit. I killed a judge legally. And as much as fun as it was, I killed a judge legally, sir. This shows my dedication to my fellow officers. So if I give you some context, I was in a bench trial, and the judge was talking shit about Olivia Copper, and he wouldn't stop for some reason. So I told him, listen, judge, you keep talking shit about Olivia Copper, I'm going to legally kill you. And he said, is that a threat? No, I said, sir, no, it's not a threat, because if I legally kill you, therefore it's self-defense, therefore it's not a threat, because you would have initiated. And he said, fair enough. And then out of nowhere, he started swinging at me with his fists. And then I got tased by a cop. And then the judge whipped out a hammer, like a sledgehammer, and tried to hit me around the face with it. So I did a little dodge, tuck and roll, and shot him in the fucking head inside his own courthouse. And I was never charged. It was all legal, and actually, he got charged for assault.
But he didn't die.
He's dead. He's dead. He's gone.
How did he get charged after he was dead?
Well, he was gonna get charged. You know what I mean? That's what they told me. And I didn't get charged with anything. I forget his name. His name was... Fuck, listen, I outsmarted a judge in his own courthouse and I defended my officers. See, that's loyalty, that's passion right there.
Great. Alright. Alright, fair enough.
Yep.
Alright, so that's why you want to be LSPD. Listen, I want to start from the right foot here, because maybe LSPD might not be for you. I haven't heard anything. No. I'm straight. I'm making.
You want me to work at Burger Shot?
No, I don't want you to work at Burger Shot, because I don't think you'd be very good at flipping burgers.
What? What, EMS then?
I don't think you have the bedside manner that would be needed for that.
Brother, what the fuck you want me to do in life? Become a porn star?
I'm a married man. I don't want to think about that. Listen,
all right.
All I'm saying is I know that you and Conan get along well, and Conan's had a bit of a history, and I don't know so much about you.
Yeah.
But both me and the chief, we do have a zero tolerance policy on corruption, AJ. Is that a good thing for you, sir? Yeah.
But why do you think I'm corrupt?
No, I just wanted to see if that would sway your opinion on the LSPD,
Well, what's your definition of corruption, good sir?
Okay, how about we play a game? All right, how about we play a game? If you tell me something that you would do, I'll tell you if I think that's corrupt or not. It could be bad stuff,
All right, say for example, I wanted to give a criminal some more time off than the handcuffs showed me. Is that corruption? Showed me. Is that corruption?
Why would you be doing that?
Because what if, the criminal has worked with me, showed me a lot of compliance, maybe gave me some information, maybe, made my job less hard and, did all of that shit.
I mean, no, there's no corruption. You're not necessarily following the standard operating procedures there, so they have to have good reason and some command approval, sure. But no, that's not corrupt. Okay, give me another one.
If I dress up as a woman, right, to seduce a Vargos member, to then, take it and I find out he has a gun on him, and I call in the fucking PD, and then, I pay him 20K for his, not 20K, like 5K for his gun to surrender it, and put it into evidence. Is that corruption?
Did you charge him for it?
100%.
No, that's not corruption.
What if I let him go
He,
for giving me the gun?
then, I mean, you bought the gun, he sold the gun,
Yeah.
and then you didn't charge him. And it would depend on your intent there.
Okay.
If your intent was bad, then yeah, it's corruption. If your intent wasn't bad, then no.
All right. I do have a little concern just with you, sir. I just want to talk about this.
Okay.
Don't take this the wrong way. So I was in here with Bass, talking to him and pretty much telling him like Troopers is finito for me. And Ricardo walks in and he was fucking pissed.
Ricardo, yeah.
He was saying that you.
What was he saying?
That you striked him for some shit. I didn't know if his story was true or not, and I just wanted to hear from your side. Like, what was the reason you striked him exactly? And I know you don't owe me anything. I just want to know if like the way you know your standards and policies and the way you run the LSPD would fit. You know, because the way he described it, I wasn't sure what was going on.
Well, a bunch of officers somehow let Forehead into Mission Row, dressed as a cop. I think you know the story. Forehead, during the negotiations, offered himself up in replace of Jay Hobbs. So Forehead would have gone in the cell, given his gun up, and Jay Hobbs would have been let free. But as far as I'm aware, Ray Coldo said no. So that was problem number one.
Okay.
Problem number two is, if he's held up cops at Mission Row, the SOP when cops get held up is to shoot that person, right?
So no matter what, when a cop gets held up, you want them shooting, no matter what.
No, not every time. No, obviously situations happen.
Okay.
But I mean, the fact that it happened at Mission Row and that it was Forehead who shoots cops on the daily, I don't think that should have been an exception.
But like, okay. I mean, so there are certain times where if they don't shoot, then they will get in trouble. Like if they do outside Mission Row or.
I think it's completely context dependent.
100%.
But for the most part, I'd say 99% of the time, we should be shooting that person who's just held up officers. That's the LSPD standpoint.
Okay. But so you didn't have enough confidence in Ricardo. So you didn't have enough confidence in Ricardo to believe that he did it with good intent. He had all the context, and you feel like he was intentionally breaking SOPs to maybe like help the criminals, maybe.
I don't I don't think he was trying to help the criminals. I just think he made the wrong choice. And at the end of the day, officers' lives were at risk, and that was very prevalent. And he was willing to let them go out there and continue to put officers' lives at risk. And that's not something I'm okay with.
Okay, so you just feel like his lack of judgment put everyone else around him in danger. The fact that he allowed this to happen. You don't want it happening pretty much at like Mission Row, unless it's like a very, 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 very like severe, like unique case. Otherwise,
exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to set like.
Now that's happened to Forehead. What about if he tells some
CG
guys from Chang Gang, and then they go and try and do it, and then when they get shot, they're going to be like, "But Forehead didn't fucking get shot."
And then why did I get shot?
They're going to call Bass, and then Bass is going to have to come down and deal with that. And I don't want that for bad.
So because Ricardo didn't shoot, did he? I'm guessing all the criminals got away, or
the suspect that was originally in custody got away.
Oh shit! Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. But what about the ones that were holding up cops and shit?
Forehead was in custody. Yes.
Oh, so that initial swap kind of happened then?
No, it didn't. He let them both leave in a car.
Oh, okay, I get what
so he didn't let there was like it was 15 strike points, and whether it's like 5 here or 10 here, but it was half and half for one, that not accepting a very simple negotiation where the consideration for Forehead being shot wouldn't have had to be there because he could have
Yeah.
just said, yes, okay, Forehead, you go in the cell and we'll let J Hobbs go and we can chase J Hobbs. There's no even consideration for shooting Jay because he was already in a cell. You know, he wasn't armed as far as I'm aware.
Yeah.
So that would have been out the window, and then none of this would have happened.
Okay. Well, so I had a similar situation at Mission Road PD, right, where I solo caught an S plus vehicle, and there
Impressive.
was another car that was detained as well with it. I had an officer go up there, grab it, bring it to Mission Row, and then the suspect came down into the parking lot and tried to steal the car back by holding up a cop. So what I did was I secured the area. I told the guy very, very clearly that, listen, if I see you trying to attempt to escape without our negotiations, if you don't comply with everything I say, I don't care how many hostages you have, you will get fucking shot instantly. Now, if you work with me, I'll make sure that, you know, this is a one-time, you know, experience. This will not happen again. If you take any more cops at, you know, Mission Road PD, you will be shot, open fire upon. But you have to comply with me, work with me, and you have to be completely open. He wanted free passage to his car. So I told him, listen, you will get you a free passage if you try to leave early, if you try to leave when we're not ready, if you try any funny business, you will get shot. Just scared the individual. And we negotiated. I told him straight up, listen, you fucked up here. You did this at Mission Road PD. So instantly, every officer is going to be involved. Instantly, we're going to be aggressive as fuck. You're going to get spiked. You're going to get fucked up no matter what. You doing this was on your own accord. Now you will suffer the repercussions, but I will work with you and not shoot you instantly. And because this was so open, he got in his car. I had like 4 or 5 units ready. Soze was there. Everyone was there. And this guy got absolutely obliterated. Not by guns. Everyone was there. And this guy got absolutely obliterated. Not by guns. He got fucking pitted, spiked, and he got arrested. And my question to you is, because I didn't shoot him, would I be in trouble?
Good question. Trouble's a very specific word, right? I think I'm only hearing it from your thing here. I heard it from 2 separate people. I heard it from Ricardo and a group of officers.
No, of course. I'm just talking about this specific incident that I performed a couple of weeks ago. That's it. I'm not talking about I'm not trying to compare the Ricardo incident or anything. I'm just wondering if I join the NSPD and I do something like that, will I be getting striked?
I guess my question would be like, if he's just held one of your colleagues up with a gun and threatened to kill them, what makes you think that when he drives away, he's not going to lead a bunch of cops, like 40 cops instead of just one, into an ambush, and then all you guys get shot?
Because, listen, I have faith in, I'm very confident in my ability and my skills individually. And to be honest, if I'm being 100% honest, if after I told him straight up, you're going to get pitted instantly, you're getting spiked, the cops will be hella aggressive from the get-go. And if there's fucking 40 cops on him and we all get wiped because of that, we deserve to get fucking killed, to be honest. There's no reason why an individual inside Mission Road PD or in the parking lot should even make it to Legion Square, let alone a place to ambush us completely and then wipe all 40 cops. This scenario that, like this, I guess the scenario that you gave me of, oh, what if he starts shooting cops, he kills like 20 of them? I'll be real, with the amount of force we have, with the right leader on scene, it's impossible, because you use the right resources, you dictate which cops are going to parallel, which cops are going to chase, what cops are going to spike, what are going to parallel. And if you use all your resources to the max, like we should be doing at every scene, then you wouldn't fall into places like getting fucking ambushed or getting fucking killed or shot at. And because I used all my resources and played all my chess pieces correctly, the guy couldn't even make it to Legion Square before getting pitted, spiked. And eventually he got out of the car and surrendered because he knew he was fucked. He knew like he would never do this again. He learned his lesson. He knew it would be aggressive. He even admitted it was dumb as fuck. And processed him, gave him max time, everything, and then he was gone. So I guess my just answer to you is, with the right leader on scene and the right amount of cops, which there's always the right amount of cops, you really can't get led into an ambush or a fucking like shot. All 40 of you get shot down or anything. Like it's just not possible.
Yeah.
Especially at Mission Row, when even the cops inside the Mission Row, they come out as well.
If I'm being honest, I don't think that's the situation you described doesn't fit the bill for like a unique situation that should be given a pass.
All right, fair enough. So
just,
I would get striked.
Yeah, probably for not following SOPs.
All right, well,
I think you.
all right.
Go on.
Well, I mean, I guess I don't want to waste any more of your time. I appreciate, you even talking to me and giving me this interview, but I mean, that's just, I guess, if I get strike for that, then I just cause a lot more issues than needs to be in your department, and I don't want to do that. So
Okay.
I guess that's we just keep it. And I don't want to do that. So
Okay.
I guess that's we just keep it nice, short, simple.
Fair enough. Well, thank you for your time.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you for your time, sir.
You take care, AJ.
You too. You too. I'm fucked. Yo, I'm fucked, brother. What the fuck do I do?
Oh, what happened?
I ain't got no. Well, I was telling him. Oh, come here. Let's go over here. I don't know if you remember. There was a while ago. So I was talking to him about the Ricardo situation, and he said that if there's cops at Mission Row PD getting held up, we should shoot them instantly, and if you don't, you get striked. And I was like, fair enough. Every situation is different. Every context is different. But I do agree that we shouldn't allow it to happen, right? So I told him about an incident that I did a couple weeks ago. I don't know if you remember. Someone was trying to break out a vehicle from Mission Row PD, so they held up a cop.
Okay. Yeah.
I brought all the cops over. It was 78s. And I negotiated with a guy. I said, listen, if you try and leave early, if you try and do any slick shit, if you do anything dumb and you don't work with me, you will get shot instantly. I don't give a fuck if, if a hostage dies or not, because you're not working with me. However, I will work with you. I will let you enter the vehicle, but I will have as many units as I want chasing you because you did this at Mission Row PD. I will make sure they are aggressive. They will spike instantly, so you're not surprised. Don't get surprised if you get spiked, pitted, boxed, all of that. And if you work with me, I'll work with you, but you'll get aggressive on. And when you get caught, you'll get max time and fine.
Okay.
So we did it. He got in the car. He got fucking obliterated, not by guns, but just like spiked, boxed, everything. He surrendered.
Spiked, all that. Yeah.
And I told Doc, like, that's kind of like how I do things because I want to use. And he was like, but what if they led you to an ambush? I was like, listen, when you have like 10, 20 plus cops and you have all the resources and every single thing under you, there's no reason why someone from Mission Row PD should be even making it to Legion Square, let alone somewhere to ambush if you're straight up with him and you use your resources, right? And if we get wiped, 40 of us, then we're stupid as fuck. There's no reason we should get wiped. And he said, listen, I understand. Like, you still caught him and it was good, but you still get striked for not shooting him instantly. So I was like, brother, like, if that's how like things are done, it's kind of
tough to budge, bro. That's wild, man.
It's kind of hard to.
That's what he said.
He said it's not a unique enough situation. You would get striked for it for not following the SOPs of shooting him, and there'd only be like a 1% chance where you don't shoot someone outside of Mission Row PD. I was like, well, listen, I don't want to waste your time. I guess if that's how things are ran.
Like that. I mean, I don't even get down like that.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, what the fuck? But I want someone to talk to Libby because I mean, I don't know, maybe she has a different opinion on it, but he said they're very SOP like driven and you have to follow it by a T, and that just doesn't really work for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, fuck it. I even asked.
I don't even do that though.
Yeah, this is a problem. You know what I'm saying? This is the issue now. It's not like you can even ask him. You can go in there and ask him, but he told me like you would get striked for it. Even if I caught him, no one was harmed, everyone was safe, no shooting, nothing. He said you didn't follow SOPs to shoot.
That's a big W though.
It's like, what the fuck?
A huge W.
And I'm not saying you should never shoot someone, right? But I just gave him that situation that I did, and he said I'd get in trouble for it. Just like, what can I do?
I don't know. I gotta take this call from
Fred.
Yeah,
take it, brother. Take it. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Yo, what up, Fred? What's good?
Alright, so LSPD don't want me, troopers don't want me, rangers don't want me, GG, boys. We're actually getting fired.